One, two, one, two. Welcome to the After the Bell DJs Talking WWE podcast. We are recapping and reacting to tonight's SmackDown. Joining me tonight, we got my man, you know him very well, our brother David, and we got Jared in the house as well. Let's bring him up. What's up, fellas? How's it going?
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Good to be back.
We have an extra guest too, Jared. You want to introduce our extra guest?
We need the official intro.
Yes, we do. Everybody, meet the officially 5-week-old today, baby Jackson.
Hey, 5 weeks. Nice. Awesome. So, pretty good show tonight. Definitely picked up had its little lulls, but thought compared to last SmackDown last week, I thought it was a really good show. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. They were live from Louisville. Opening segment, we have an injury. Jey Uso gets attacked backstage, I guess a couple minutes before the show started. They announced that there was a superstar that got injured. Turns out it was Jey Uso, so he can no longer compete in the qualifying chamber match. Which will lead to some stuff going on a little bit later on in the show. But as our opening segment happens, we have Drew McIntyre. It cuts to the ring. Drew McIntyre comes out with his belt, says, "Hey, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I feel bad for him. It's hilarious, but I feel bad for him. But yeah, it's not me." And then Cody Rhodes comes out, and I don't know, it's kind of starting to be a thing where Cody Rhodes comes storming down the ramp and goes, enough. And it's like, all right, Cody, relax. Jeez, dude. So Cody comes in, and basically this just leads to a men's qualifying chamber hype promo, pretty much. So Cody comes out, gets interrupted by Randy Orton, gets interrupted by Trick Williams, gets interrupted by Javon Evans, gets interrupted by LA Knights, all accumulating to, and they just have basically one or two lines, nothing crazy, all accumulating to LA Knight trying to get his catchphrase going with everybody screaming, and then Trick Williams cuts him off. Whoop that Trick. And then that kind of starts a little brawl going on outside there. And then, we get a little RKO on Javon, on our boy Javon there. And then Orton and Cody kind of stare each other down, and, the segment just kind of ends. So let me ask you guys, do you feel like Drew may have done it, or he's not? He didn't actually injure Jay. What are you kind of thinking? Did Drew have anything to do with it? I'll start with you, David.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so either. It's one of those little it's two obvious things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we'll get into a little bit later on for some segments, so I think leads to some more evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Make it interesting. One little small thing. Did you catch when Javon was coming down, he pulled the Uso smack on the back of the head?
Yes, on Trick. I did see that.
Somebody was going to say that because
I did see that.
I loved that.
That was good.
Matt, I don't know if this might have been before you, but Jared, you remember when Austin Theory had the briefcase and he was threatening Roman and Jay smacked him in the back of the head one night?
That was before me. I remember that. That's hilarious.
I forgot about that, but yes, I do remember that.
Jared, what do you think? You think Drew had anything to do with it?
I think we need a little bit more evidence. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
But my opinion is I think he's got the lowest percentage odds of being behind it on this one. I think it's one of the other guys that, I think we need a little bit more evidence, but I think it's one of the other guys. If it was Cody, Jacob, Sammy, odds are I would have said Drew, but being Jay, no.
I agree. I don't think Drew really had anything to do with this. I'm sure, we'll kind of figure it out a little bit later on. Real question going into Elimination Chamber tomorrow. Do you feel like Randy Orton might be kind of the dark horse in this? No one's really talking about him in this match, and he's got the pedigree for sure. What do you think, Jared?
Well, I know we'll get to this here in a little bit, but I'm already tired of him and Aleister Black. Like, that just
Honestly, I wasn't really gonna. I wasn't really gonna touch on it. So go ahead and talk about it, Jared, because I'm sick of it as well. But go ahead, Jared.
Like, writers, get your heads out of your asses because it has nothing to do with anything. Like, come on, like,
Just get something done, man. Like,
can we finally like? I'm hoping we can finally get the break the friendship and just Cody and Randy go at it, because we have wanted that forever, for so long. Odds are I don't believe Randy will win it tomorrow. I would love to see him, but
yeah,
I don't. They've really pissed me off, the writers and the creative team, with Randy over the past year or so, because his storyline has just been lack thereof, just nothing. And it's just like, dude, we only have him for so much longer.
yeah.
Like, his back is gone. He's only got so many more matches in him.
By the way, he was on McAfee, and he actually talked about that. And he said, if you really look at it, he goes, I haven't picked anybody up in years. He goes, if you look at my matches, he goes, I don't really pick people up anymore.
Mm.
So you're right, Jared. We only have him for a certain amount of time. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. Keep going there.
Chime in. Like give the fans a little bit more of him. You know, he's still such a freaking icon. So great with the fans. Such a great character. You know, there's just so many great things about him, but we're only going to have him for so much longer. So it's just like, give him potentially that extra title shot that we all want to see. Give him the conflict or something like that of going against Cody. I'm sorry, but Cody doesn't need to be in the title picture for once, but I get it because it's Mania coming up. Maybe you build it into going into SummerSlam or something like that. But, you know, just I would have loved to have seen Cody Randy at Mania. I think you guys that could have been
that would be awesome.
Massive. That could have been a huge one-on-one bout. And, you know, you could have played Drew and some other guys in the title picture for that and everything like that, and still had that. But Mania card is going to be interesting to see how they ride it over the next 6 weeks.
If Cody doesn't win, I mean, technically that could still happen. If Cody doesn't win in Chamber, or Cody and Randy don't win in Chamber, right?
I mean,
if they don't win it could happen.
It could be, but why do all this creative and all this storyline development of Drew and Cody for months and months now? Cody and Jay, Sammy and
Cody. No, I agree with you. I think it's going to end up being Cody and Drew. I agree with you. I'm just saying it's possible that we get there. I mean, they did have the stare downs to kind of give us a little, you know, a little something to think about. David, what are you thinking about, you know, Randy? Do you think he's got a shot, dark horse in this?
I can honestly see anybody in that match outside of Javon and Trick with a little shot. I mean, I think those two had to lower Randy, I say, a little bit above them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's still that Drew. I know we're gonna get into it. Drew's gonna be involved.
Oh yeah, you know, Drew's always around.
It's like he don't want nobody to win.
Yeah, he's always around screwing some stuff up. Jared, you have something there? Sorry.
Yeah, just to stem off of Randy. The one interesting thing that is, like, I'm not upset about it, but you really risk him, I feel like, just with his past injuries. I'm really shocked to see Randy in the Elimination Chamber on such a brutal matchup with with such a high percentage of potentially getting injured. You know, guys, I mean, it does shorten some lifespans, not really lifespans, but careers.
Yeah, right.
You know, we've all heard that before, but it's a brutal matchup depending upon where you're at in the ring and outside of it and everything like that, you know, but I'm not hating, but I'm just really shocked to see him in there.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll protect him, but that's actually a good point with two younger guys, with Javon and Trick being in there, you know what I mean? Like, not quite as experienced. That's actually a pretty good point there with that. Anything else we want to touch on before we move on, guys? With the opening segment, with the stare down, everyone?
I could be wrong on this, but then in his little McAfee interview, didn't he mention something like he still had another 10 years in him? Or is that somebody different that I heard that?
So he said, I don't know if he said 10. Yeah, I don't know if he said 10, but I think he said he's 42. And he goes, so I only have a couple years left. I believe he said he was 42.
Didn't he say he was 45 a while back?
Yeah, okay, yeah. But he did mention only a few years, you
But
know.
he just
so,
signed like a 5-year deal not too long ago.
did he? Okay. So I mean, he's got to be around at least for another couple years, right?
Yeah,
But
I mean, I don't
until
know
he faces Gunther, and then
I mean, I think he'll get the 15. When is the question?
yeah,
Because they don't want him in Triple H tied with the 14.
yeah. Agreed. All right, so after this, we get our match, Solo Sikoa versus Uncle Howdy for the Battle of the Lantern. I'm so sick of this story, though. I try to hype it up, but I'm so sick of this story. So winner, Uncle Howdy, pins Solo, and I'm thinking, yes, finally, the MFTs are finally going to get their lantern back, and we could be done with this goddamn story. But sure enough, the MFTs
get their lantern back.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. The Y6, they finally get it back. But sure enough, the MFTs screw everything up, and they take the lantern again. So the story continues on. I'm so sick of this story, guys. What do you think of, David? I'll start with you.
I'm like you. I was like, yes.
I'm so sick of it. I'm messing up the Y6 names, and I'm like,
okay, I'll take it back a little bit. Didn't think it was going to be completely over because the MFT still got the tag titles. I think it's going to end up going. They're going to have at least one more match for that because they haven't got their rematch. But
yeah, I mean, I guess that's where they're going.
I don't know if there's a rematch clause in there because you obviously later on in the evening, that's true. Aldous announced that there's going to be a number one contenders for the tag team titles next week.
That is true.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just. We talked about it. I don't know what they're doing with the Y6. So it's just like
lantern ladder match or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's just.
I
don't know. Maybe they'll save this for. God, I hope they don't save it for Mania, but I don't know.
I mean, there was a lot of things that just kind of frustrated with me. Like the match wasn't horrible. The ending was horrible because I'm sorry, but Solo is not going to take 4 steps like he's going to go trample him and smash him into the corner and then hesitate after 3 steps and then all of a sudden into the freaking, into the Sister Abigail. Like I'm tired of seeing that finish, and whoever the writer is and the producer of the match, please stop freaking writing that because it's horrible. And there's another point I'm going to make with the producer of another match, and that's the Tiffany match later on because there was a part in there that was freaking horrible. So that was bad. Matt, you've made this point before in the fact that if you're going to have the Y6 come out or Uncle Howdy, give them the entrance. Give the crowd the dang entrance, not the short one, because I mean, like, I don't know if I've ever seen him walk that quick to the ring.
Yeah.
That was pretty damn quick, get to the ring and everything like that. So that one frustrated me. I was a little shocked to see the rest of the groups not at the ringside. Like that one completely shocked me. So I did appreciate a match that was just one-on-one and, in that, but
they all came in at the end.
Yeah. I mean, we all saw that and it's like, what else are you guys going to do now?
Yeah. It's definitely a frustrating storyline that I'm hoping we could just kind of get over and just be done with this freaking thing. So with that said, anything else you guys want to talk about with this? I think it's kind of okay. So after this, we get a little backstage segment going on with Logan Paul and Jacob Fatu, basically trying to, not individually, I should say, basically trying to position themselves to take Jay's place in the Elimination Chamber. Vision, Paul Heyman trying to make sure that happens. Logan does a funny thing of like kissing his bicep. He tells Nick to kiss his bicep. He's like, it's okay, you can do it. So we get a little taste of what might be going on a little bit later on with our main event. In fact, I'll just say it. Our main event ends up being Logan Paul and Jacob Fatu for an Elimination Chamber qualifier to take Jay's spot. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But then our next match is Tiffany time going against Asuka. However, Asuka pulls her Asuka stuff and says, I'm resting for the Chambers. So Kyrie, you go ahead and fight her. So Kyrie ends up fighting Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany wins, gets the clear pin. But I will say, I did think it was a pretty good match. I liked the energy in the match, and they were flying around. Again, we talk about Kyrie being very underrated. What were your thoughts on this match, Jared? I'll start with you.
Good, solid match. Kyrie, every time she keeps coming out, keeps impressing me more and more. I've started liking her more and more, over the past few weeks. The only part in the match that frustrated me is Tiffany's upside down, knees over the top of the ropes while Kyrie's on top in the corner. And Tiffany's just holding on, just waiting for her to come stomp her down. I'm like, can we make this a little bit more realistic in the fact that she's not just going to hold herself there for 8 to 10 seconds and let her just on her? Like, there's just a couple of things that I've seen on some of the guys' side and some of the ladies' side that it's like
timing off a little bit.
Yeah, and it's just me being frustrated just because I've watched wrestling for freaking years and years and years. But
no, I got you, David. What did you think of the match?
Well, overall, solid match. Like you heard me say it before. Kyrie's so underrated. I was very happy that she got in. I mean, don't get confused. I think that would have been a hell of a match with Asuka as well. But like Kyrie showcased a little bit more. And she's over. She let low key over.
I mean that splits. I was gonna say that split's gonna happen, and then she'll kind of be off on her own. And I agree though. Totally underrated. Anything else you guys want to touch on before we move on?
I think I'm just curious because I know we've chatted about this a little bit, but where do we go from here with Asuka and Kyrie?
I mean, I think it's going to be a split. I don't know if it happens before like Mania, but maybe at Mania, maybe they get a
Asuka Kyrie at Mania during the tag match.
I'm still leaning towards that
thing to do tag
4-way tag match or something like that. Especially now that I know we'll talk about it, but the change in titles.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really not sure where they would go other than having them face off or doing like the tag match. I can see that. For sure. All right, next up, the next match we have is I'm sorry, go ahead, dude.
I think Tiffany, she's due for like a little character change a little bit too. The baby face doesn't work for Tiffany, I don't think.
Yeah, I think she would make a better heel. I do agree with that.
I mean,
what do you think?
I mean, she was that whiny heel before, but I think maybe a little bit more whiny / badass in this next one.
She has the voice for it. She has the voice to be a heel, so I can see that. Jared, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I would. I mean, damn, she looks good, but
it does look like she lost a little weight too, and like toned up.
Yeah, no.
What she's doing? She's doing bodybuilding again. She says she's doing another bodybuilding contest.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice
for her.
And apparently, she's, I guess, one of the NXT up and comers or lower key guys. That's her new man. Actually, tattooed her eyes or something on his.
Yeah,
arm.
I saw that. All right, dude. Whatever you want to do. So good luck with that, dude.
Charlotte was right about Kaiser last year.
Yeah. All right. So, Jared, sorry.
I was going to say it'll just be interesting to see how. I think a lot of our answers are going to be answered tomorrow, or a lot of our questions are going to be answered tomorrow with the chamber and who comes out of that, and a lot of things will start coming to fruition and make sense after tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm sure things will get a little bit clearer. Hopefully, we'll be more excited for Mania after tomorrow. We'll kind of see what kind of shakes out with that. But our next match was Obafemi and The Miz, where The Miz kind of talked himself into this match last week by accident. And then as soon as the bell rings, The Miz does his Miz things and tries to talk his way out of the match and saying, "Hey man, I'm the leader in the locker room. You should follow me and I'll teach you everything I know." And Oba's basically like, I don't need you for them to chant my name. Sorry, buddy. And makes quick work of Oba, pins him rather quickly. Do you think Miz, like, this is basically Miz's role, right? Like, he's the veteran that gets sacrificed for the new guys kind of coming up. But do you feel like Oba's being pushed too fast, or he's just so on fire that, yeah, we're just going to keep running with Oba, and heck, who knows what the future holds for him? David, I'll start with you.
Yeah, they need to keep that momentum going so they don't lose it, because we've seen it way too many times where they didn't capitalize early enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll use LA Knight as an example. When he turned it, when he came back, he was a heel. Like, obviously, he was Bray Wyatt's last technical opponent or whatnot. He was a heel then. Everybody was behind him. They turned him. I thought he was going to be the one to dethrone Roman, but they didn't capitalize on it.
Mm-hmm. What are you thinking, Jared? Oba coming up too fast?
I hate to say this because I like Oba, but they're failing him right now. They're failing him with these matchups. Miz could have given him 5 times the matchup, and they just I love his character. I love the entrance. They are failing him in the ring so much right now. I don't know what their game plan is, or are they trying to figure out where to place him on the roster, who to start something with? But I'm sorry, but Mr. Toxic and the Miz just rolling over in a 2-minute matchup is not doing him anything.
Well, Kit Wilson, that actually makes sense. But you're right. Miz is a little bit more of a veteran. Like, it could have went a little bit longer. I do agree with that.
Miz has faced so many he's faced so many big guys before. He's faced Lesnar once before. He's faced The Undertaker multiple times. He's faced Kane. He's faced Show. You know, he's had great matchups with John Cena, you know, and I mean, I'm sorry, that could have been so much better. And actually, even having Miz lose, it still could have made Oba look good, you know, moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of get it. They want to make him look like a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they're listening. We heard it Monday night. The rumor hopefully is true that they actually heard the cries and are paying attention, considering him and Brock.
Oh, yeah, they know.
And this
they know.
They
have to have their heads stuck in the sand to not know.
But David, with that being said, is like, how many times have you seen guys over the years that they have made into a monster? You know, Braun Strowman, freaking Omos, you know, so many other guys that just come in and Great Khali. Oh, I'm gonna chop you on the head and you're done. Blah blah blah. You know, it's like, put him with Rusev. Like, let's see that matchup.
That's your boy, Jared.
Let's see him go with Rusev Day. Yeah. And you know, let's have the fans get something exciting. Let's go a 10-minute matchup and freaking, you know, if anything, make it a banger.
If I had to make a prediction, Jared, I'd actually predict that to be next, because remember, they kind of had that little stare down. You know what I mean? So I would predict that's probably next on Oba's, you know, I'm gonna take these guys out list. And
this could be something small. I texted you about it, Matt. But Jared, you notice his ring gear tonight? It was actually red. He's usually green.
Oh,
that's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, because technically he still hasn't made a choice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't made a choice yet. So yeah, technically he's still Raw or SmackDown. So I mean, honestly, they'll probably keep pushing him on both shows, because again, like we kind of talked about, the lines are getting blurred, especially around WrestleMania season. I mean, perfect example was our main match tonight was Logan Paul and Fatu. Neither of those guys are they're both Raw, right? Yeah, they're both Raw.
No. Logan's Raw.
No,
Fatu's
SmackDown.
Raw. Jacob is SmackDown.
Yeah, you're right, Jacob. Yeah, I'm thinking about when he was at MFTs. Yeah, you're right. So so they'll probably I'm talking about when Jacob was at MFTs. Because the MFTs were on. Weren't the MFTs on the main Raws for a minute? No, okay. I mean, I get, and like I said, the lines get blurred. So
he had like that when Solo had his little bloodline kind of thing.
Mhm.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Before they were MFTs or whatever.
Yeah. So our next match then, actually, do you guys want to touch on Oba and Miz anymore? No? Yeah. It was a pretty quick match.
Over under 3 minutes, and the talking segment was 3 minutes.
Yeah, most of it was talking.
Mhm.
Yeah, most of that match was just talking with Miz trying to get out of it. So our next match, we have Carmelo Hayes with his open challenge. Basically has a backstage interaction with Ilya. Ilya's like, nah, I want to earn it. And Melo's like, hey, man, you should take these opportunities when you get it, but whatever. And Melo goes out there, and to everyone's surprise, Matt Cardona comes out to try to get the belt from him. They have mutual respect for each other, so it was a good match, man. I really did like this match. Thought the pacing was really good on it, man. Like Matt and Carmelo were both kind of flying around. Do you kind of feel like Melo's getting more consistent now, and he's definitely showing his chops with these open challenges? Jared, I'll start with you.
It was a solid matchup, no complaints. Yeah. It was nice to see Cardona get a match, after coming back of that caliber. I'm curious about Melo's character because he plays that heel, but he kind of comes off as the nice guy with the Ilya stuff. But he's still growing. I mean, if anything, he puts on solid matchups. So
yeah,
I don't know. Not much feedback from myself, but yeah, good
yeah,
segment.
It was entertaining. Yeah, David, what do you think?
No, like I said, I agree. Solid match. One little thing I did catch when they were doing the little backstage segment, he's like, you don't know how long those challengers are going to be there when Ilya turned it on this week. And I must have missed what kind of shot to the face did he get hit, because the end of the match, after they shook hands, you can just see the side of Melo's face. I don't know if he took a boot or what.
Yeah, I didn't notice it. I didn't really notice anything. Maybe a corner post too. I didn't really notice anything, but I did see that at the end that you were talking about there. But yeah, it was a good match though. I definitely like the open challenge. I actually thought Cardona might take it, but Melo still retains, so I'm enjoying his work right now on SmackDown. So good job to Carmelo. And our next match we have it's probably the one I was the least excited about. Jordynne Grace and Candice LeRae going at it with a little help from Johnny, who's still very depressed. And he did walk out to the ring, though, with Candice, and then ends up planking on the announcer table during the match, basically causing a big distraction for Candice when he gets up off of the table and starts walking away, which opens the door for Jordynne to pin her. She ends up winning. This is my first time ever seeing Candice wrestle. I've been watching for almost 3 years now, so that should tell you something. And I really wasn't that impressed, and I don't mean to sound mean or harsh or anything like that, but I told David, I was just like, yeah, I don't think Candice and Johnny are going to be around much longer. What do you think, David?
I mean, the sad thing is it was not the best opponent for her. They didn't. The way they booked that match, Candice was not going to look good. Candice is underrated. She has some very solid matches. Jordynne, I don't know what they're going to do with her. It's like, I hate to say it, ever since she left TNA and officially came to NXT and WWE, she lost momentum.
She wasn't, I mean, in my opinion, and I haven't been watching NXT as long, she wasn't even a star on NXT. So when she got called up, I was like, "Oh, wow, okay."
She was a bigger star in TNA.
I'm talking NXT though. Like when she finally, yep.
Even when they were doing the crossover, like she was in NXT as a part of TNA, she was bigger.
Gotcha.
But it's like the momentum is gone there.
Yeah, I totally agree. Jared, what do you think of the match, Jordynne Candice?
I want to have thoughts, but I really don't.
Yeah.
Because it just.
It was time filler. Could
have been It could have been a dark match, to be honest with you. It was nice to see Candace finally get a match.
Yeah.
But it just was, God, it was worse than the Miz and Oba.
It was.
Yeah,
It was.
And I text Matt, Jared, did you notice? I think Jordan's shoulders were down during that pin too. The way she had her.
I'll be honest, I tuned out and wasn't watching it.
I just happened to look up and see it. I was just like,
Dad's like, whatever. I mean, whatever. She won. Okay.
I didn't think that was going to be the finish, and I was just like, wait a minute, her shoulders are down too.
Yeah, it was funny because right before this match, I forget if it was you, David, or Jared, but what of you guys were just like, I think it was you, David. You were like, oh yeah, man, the match has been really good. The show's been really good so far. And then this match happens. I go, you jinxed it, dude. I was like, you totally jinxed it. He goes, oh, I forgot about this match. Yep. All right. So this was our time filler match. So then after that, we get a little backstage, which was a kind of a cool confrontation there. Sammy approaches Jacob and kind of accuses Jacob of like, hey, man, I know I didn't hurt Jay, but as soon as Jay gets hurt, you're positioned right away to like, hey, I want his spot. Like, I'm going to fight for his spot. And Jacob basically sternly shuts him down. Sammy does his normal thing, apologizes. Sorry, I didn't mean that. And yeah, Sammy's kind of lost right now. So he's kind of in this weird, do you feel like this kind of promo kind of made Sammy look weak, or maybe kind of going into a Bailey kind of territory of like mentally going crazy? What do you think, Jared?
I'm not really quite sure where this is going. I mean, I do think I do know, but I'm not really a biggest fan of Sammy going like this. I would have rather have seen him walk into Aldis's office and try to fight to be in that to be able to regain and you know, go back into Chamber. I was shocked that they didn't do that. I've been a little frustrated. Maybe Sammy's battling an injury or something like that we don't know about or something like that, but he really hasn't been out in any matches except for the triple threat a couple weeks ago. But otherwise, he really hasn't been on air in the ring for a while. So it makes me kind of wonder what's going on there. When he does just so many great things in the ring, fans love him. I'm like, are you? It almost makes me wonder. I'm like, this is the Sammy of leading into Johnny Knoxville match at WrestleMania. Like, it's almost identical.
I have not seen that, so
but
by the look on your faces, I'm guessing it wasn't very good.
It was kind of a lost Sammy, just like it is now, like depressed and like this state of mind and everything like that. And it led into him having a huge feud with Johnny Knoxville, and they had a match at Mania, which was actually, I'll be honest, pretty entertaining. I just rewatched it not too long ago, and they had some pretty good props and, you know, hilarious.
It was a jackass match.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was literally a jackass match. I mean, Wee Man came out, so I mean, it was Wee Man and Party Boy, and yeah, it was
crew.
But then it was not too long after Sammy starts integrating into the bloodline and things like that. And I was like, God, he had so much momentum coming from that. And it's another thing where I just feel like creative has failed him. And I'm kind of like, bring back McMahon.
Oh. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, David?
No McMahon.
No McMahon.
No McMahon. Appreciate what he did.
Can we agree on this? TKO, get your heads out of your asses and stop being involved in creative.
That
I get.
I think Triple H is being handcuffed. I love you, because we saw the way he started with his booking. Not to get off the subject.
3 things above him: TKO, Netflix, and USA.
And ESPN.
And ESPN, yeah.
And ESPN. Okay, 4.
USA is the little man on the totem pole.
So like not for nothing, I kind of feel like, and you know, we'll talk about it when the Logan Paul and Jacob Fatu match gets announced. right away in my head, I'm thinking, oh, this is definitely going to be Logan Paul, because I'm thinking of it from a business perspective. Because I'm like, oh, TKO is going to want Logan. He's a bigger star over Jacob. And then, like the wheels is kind of spinning as far as how it happens. And you know what I mean? What's up to D Walker? Thanks for joining as always. But yeah, that's where the TKO thing kind of comes into play, where they're just like, no, he's a bigger star. We're going to put him on. And when you kind of position the bigger stars ahead and there's no real surprises, we get a lot of talk like we've been talking the last couple weeks here of like, oh yeah, this is obvious. Of course they're going to win this match. You know what I mean? Because Rhea's the bigger star. Of course she's going to be there. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the one problem. And, like you said, it kind of handcuffs Triple H a little bit and the rest of the creative team, because while they might be like, hey, I'll just use it for example. Hey, Trick Williams, we're going to push him. We're going to put the title on him. They're like, well, Logan Paul's still a little bit of a bigger star. So maybe, you know what I mean? Like they kind of do that kind of crap. So I kind of agree with you on that, Jared. Your thoughts?
It all makes sense. It's funny that we're having this conversation. I think it was a reel from Taker's podcast that I was saw yesterday or today, and he was talking that it was I think it was like 98 or so, 1998, and he had just won the title from Stone Cold on a pay-per-view event, and it was like 2 weeks later, McMahon brings Kane, Stone Cold, Triple H, and Taker all into a room and goes, this is not working out. We're making a change. Taker, you're losing the title, and Stone Cold is going back on your shoulder tonight. 2 weeks for the heavyweight championship. And I'm like, back then, David knows, but the biggest thing was there was so much unpredictability. That's what drew the average viewer and consumer back into it. Granted, I mean, you got Sable and many other girls in bra and panties matches and things like that. So that obviously caught that 16 to 35-year-old male back into it. But there was so much more unpredictability in regards to everything that's what drew people in. I mean, I'm sorry, but when was the last time we had a random freaking truck roll out to the, the beer truck, the milk truck, the Zamboni, there was, you don't have to necessarily have those type of things, but just the unpredictability and just random ass things.
Yeah.
Why the heck can you still not integrate this in? You're still creating stories. You're Hollywood in a sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's a soap opera for dudes, right? Like that's what this is, and it's just like, yeah, we definitely. Go ahead, David.
What D. Walker just said: heavy competition with WCW. I mean, I'm sorry, never disrespect AEW. That's just not competition.
It's not.
I mean,
no,
it's
not. The only reason AEW exists is because of Tony Khan. Like, he just has money. So, like, the dude just has money and likes wrestling. That's why it exists.
AEW storylines, not great. They're
it's good, great wrestling.
But I will say,
I've heard
of the matches produced, they do some damn
They
good
do deliver.
wrestling.
Some of the shots they take, Jesus Christ, too.
Wow. Yes.
Nice. Well, maybe if I get some more time in my day, I can start watching AEW. I love WWE, but man, it's taking up so much of my time between Raw, SmackDown, PLEs. I still watch NXT, even though we don't do a show for it. And I'm watching AAA on Saturdays, too. Like, oh my God, this is so much. And the main event, by the way, main event on YouTube. I keep talking to it about it to you guys. Really cool to kind of see those dark matches. And, Rusev fights all the time on there, Jared. He's always in the main event, so you can see your boy Rusev over there.
Hey, so that shirt was peeking out a little bit.
It was the Rusev Day shirt. All right, awesome. So our next match, we get our women's tag team championship. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky versus the challengers, Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Right off the top, Irresistible Forces, which is their name, have a new theme song. So they got like an official, like, we're a tag team, which Rhea and Io still don't have that because Rhea's song is so good that they probably will never do. They'll probably just play one song after the other. But I liked it. I like the new theme from a DJ's perspective. What do you think of the new theme, David?
Oh yeah, first we text like, oh shit, new theme.
Yeah, yeah, it fit good. What do you think, Jared?
Solid. Wasn't hating on it.
Yeah.
They've gelled together as a pretty good team.
They
Yeah,
didn't
for sure.
they didn't get Def Rebel on their theme.
Yeah, I don't know who made that one, but it was good. It was good. I liked it though. I liked it. So some highlights over here. So we have Rhea. She lifts up Nia Jax on the rope, like off the ropes. I was like, whoa, like that really popped on the screen for me. What do you think about that, Jared?
You talking about the power bomb?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a solid one. I mean,
I was like,
it
whoa.
doesn't shock me for how strong Rhea is.
She still shocks me though. Like looking at her frame though, when she still can do stuff like that, man.
But the scary thing is how small she looked in that match against those two.
Yeah, Lash and Nia are no joke. Yeah, they're no joke. And
they remind me of Taker and Big Show or Taker and Kane back in the day. This is the female version of them.
yeah,
I'm gonna go to Big Show. No, not knocking on Big Show. I'm not a Nia fan. Lash, Star, Nia just doesn't do it. Ever since that little COVID thing, my whole bit, I can't take her serious anymore.
yeah, David, I'm with you. I'm not a huge Nia Jax fan, but I do like Lash, and Lash actually gets the pin on Rhea, so we had a title switch. Kind of unexpected, to be honest with you. I didn't expect Lash and Nia to get the titles this soon. What were your kind of thoughts on the match overall, Jared? And the title switch.
Good, solid match, entertaining. I like the length in and out of the ring. EO showing high flying skills, power.
Yeah,
stuff.
she. By the way, she has some awesome combos and really flying around. And you want to talk about Rhea looking small between those two?
Yeah.
EO looked really small between those two. Yeah, but go ahead, Jared.
Just solid all the way around.
Yeah.
Honestly, yes, it was the shock of the night. Them swapping the titles over. It makes me kind of wonder what goes to Mania. I still am leaning towards some sort of triple fatal 4-way, something like that at Mania. Heck,
yeah, that women's division is loaded, so yeah, I could totally see that.
And let's go tag team title ladder match at Mania with a fatal 4-way. That would see
or TLC,
all up the ladders.
That would be cool. Yeah, they definitely have enough female tag teams that are elevated enough to kind of make that happen for sure. So yeah, definitely. Anything else that kind of stood out, David? Do you have any standouts from this match? What do you think about the title?
Match, definitely. Yeah. The title change, a little surprising, but
so do you guys?
They needed some kind of shock value, and I think they did it.
Yeah. So do you think now with them winning the titles now, do you think Lash is kind of elevated to that kind of upper card on the women's side?
Yeah. I mean, she's been
her star's really growing.
Yeah. I mean, just how she was in the Rumble and other things, how they made her right to be dominant. I mean, and that damn kick just looks like it hurts.
Jared, what do you think?
Nothing nah. I'll pass.
No, no, you don't think she's there yet?
Are we talking about Lash? Sorry, I got
Lash. Yeah, Lash. Yeah. Lash. If she's not necessarily main event, but like really working her way up there.
I gotta see her. I think that she's working there. She's definitely athletic. I gotta see her a little bit more one-on-one matches to see if it's really ideally there. But I think that she's got some good potential.
Yeah, but honestly, this is probably a great situation. I mean, look who her opponents have been. Like she's in there with some of the best, learning every week.
Yep, absolutely.
That's true. That's true. And I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I think they're going to keep this Nia and Lash thing together for a little while. You know what I mean? I don't think this is going away anytime soon.
No, how long they had Tiffany and Nia together.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't think this will be going away soon. But yeah, Lash is definitely standing out, man. Her and Trick, talk about a power couple in WWE, like stepping on the scene and making moves right off the bat. Like, damn, dude. Like, all right, okay. All right. So our main event tonight was our extra chamber qualifier, I guess we could say. Logan Paul, Jacob Fatu. Before this, though, I actually did want to touch on something. Before the match, they actually announced that WrestleMania will be starting a little bit earlier this coming year, with on Saturday, the first hour being aired on ESPN2, and on Sunday, the first hour being aired on actual ESPN. What are your thoughts on this, guys? I mean, I thought it was kind of cool. I think it's kind of a way for them to, kind of promote the product. Well, yeah, exactly. Promote the product to be like, hey, look, this is really cool. Now get the app. What are you thinking, Jared? I think it's a cool thing, though. I know it's a money grab, but I definitely think it's a cool thing and will expose people like me who was really exposed to wrestling again at that WrestleMania in Philly because it was free on Peacock and I could actually just watch it.
Yeah.
So I feel like you'll get a lot of casuals like I was, turn it on and see what's going on. And man, can you imagine you turn on that TV and you see like Javon Evans and you're like, whoa, this is what's going on over there now? Like, this is crazy. Jared, you want to elaborate a little bit?
No, definitely smart on their part. ESPN's playing into, I mean, what else are they going to freaking put on there? Badminton, ESPN.
Exactly.
Ocho, like, why not? It's not hurting anything.
I don't know why they don't do the whole thing, to be honest with you, but
they want to
kind of confusing because I feel like you might gain more that way.
I agree, or like do all day Saturday and then Sunday is your PLE.
Yeah,
right.
Well, you got March Madness is done by then, but it used to go up against Final Four weekend up until last year.
Is it?
No. It used to.
He said used to.
Yeah. Last year was the first year it didn't go against Final Four weekend.
Yeah, I mean, when there's no competition, I don't know why. Like we talked about on a previous episode, these channels are looking for live programming. So, and D Walker makes a great point. He says, the first match each night they're going to be bangers for sure for WrestleMania. If that's going to be on ESPN, especially that Sunday night. Woo, who's going to get that Sunday night first match on actual ESPN?
I can see one. I didn't know. I mean, I knew they were talking about earlier start time. I didn't catch the ESPN part.
Yep.
They're going what they used to, the pre-shows. Like they had matches on the pre-shows, like Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Hopefully they'll put that
I didn't know that.
Oh,
okay.
Because the last few years have been on SmackDown. Is that right, Jared? I think.
Mm-hmm.
So put that back on Mania on one of the nights. And that used to be where you could elevate somebody a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, they got a lot of really amazing young talent. So like, man, if you're putting off the top of my head, I'm just thinking of like from a business sense, you probably want to position Trick Williams in one of those first matches in the first hour, one of those nights. Javon Evans, you probably want to showcase him. You want to showcase the girls too. Like, I mean, I know she's not on the main roster, but like we always talk about, like Sol Ruka, you could bring her out, right on the cusp. But these really eye-popping stars would be, because I mean, obviously they're not going to do the title match right away. Like, you want to save that for the end. Like, I get
unless
that.
They do women like Julie or something like that, U.S. title or Intercontinental.
See, I don't think that's going to be a big enough pop for them to have that on ESPN.
No.
Well, here's the thing I don't think people understand on that ESPN app. If you got Fios or something like a cable subscription, as long as you got ESPN, you get that. I've got for mine, I got Hulu TV, so I get the live stuff. That's part of it.
Yeah.
And actually, if you got Hulu, you don't even have to go to the ESPN app. You can stream it right through.
But I do know there is some weird things with like not all cable providers are included in it. It's a weird thing that's super complicated.
YouTube TV was having something. I don't know if they ever fixed that.
Yeah, I think it was something. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what it is. They even tried to have R-Truth explain it.
Yeah, we just got to bring him on. He'll explain it to us.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's the whole thing. But I did want to kind of point that out because I thought that was like a cool little tidbit in there. So go ahead, Jared. Sorry.
I got a couple of things real quick. One's a question, and then two are just a couple of statements, and I bet they probably would do this. First one being, are they just starting an hour earlier for that, or are they actually going to have each day Mania an hour long?
They didn't say that. They didn't announce that.
So that would be my first thing.
So you're hearing wait. So you're hearing, David, it's going to be extended an hour?
I don't know. That's what I'm curious of too.
Oh, okay. You're curious too. Okay, yeah. I didn't hear anything on that. Yeah, I didn't hear anything on that. But go with your second part, Jared.
So the second piece being, I'm going to be curious to watch. One, I would probably imagine 2 matches each day during that hour, probably 2 matches or so. First one being, and with it not in regards to the matches, but first thing being, who do they get from a celebrity standpoint to either do some sort of musical performance to start things off to try to draw the viewer in to be able to do like national anthem or start off with some sort of like song for a concert type of thing to be able to open.
As long as it's not Cardi B, I'm all good. As long as it's not Cardi B, I'm all good.
That was so freaking bad.
I was there in the stadium. It's the worst.
And then, like, can you make it more obvious that you're reading off of a damn teleprompter?
Yeah, you like that deal? Yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, all right, we get it.
And then the second thing is, what's the over-under on how many times they show celebrities in the crowd for the first hour?
Ooh, oh, yeah. Yeah, because they're going to want to show, like, hey, look, Drake's here. And, because Drake will come out to these, too, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, look at this person watches it, so it's good to watch it.
Yeah, Offset, you want to come out? Like, yeah, it's like, all right, yeah. They'll definitely try to do that. I'm sure they'll pay some celebs to be there, kind of hype it up. But again, but I get all that because you're trying to attract the casual fan and then kind of get them wrapped up into it, like me. You know what I mean? Like that's what happened to me. You kind of get wrapped up into it. So then our main event, we have Logan Paul, Jacob Fatu. Fatu was dominating early, and then as soon as the match was announced, I was thinking Logan Paul from a business perspective, and I actually text David. I said, watch, Jacob is going to get cost by Drew. Drew's going to interfere. He's going to cost Jacob, and Logan Paul is going to win. And that's exactly how it happened.
I did say Bass Man was going to get involved.
Yep, you did. And that was probably the weirdest thing of the night. So in the midst of all this, the masked man gets his mask stripped off, and nobody knows who it is. I didn't know who it was, but then when David didn't know who it was, I was like, okay, this is really nobody.
As soon as he hit the stomp and just how he acted afterwards, that was just like completely different than what.
And the sleeves were all rolled up too, like
just how he moved. It was like you definitely tell something was off. And as soon as he got clocked, I was like, whoop.
Yeah, so
decoy. It's not the real one.
Yeah. I only think it's probably some young NXT or somebody training at the Performance Center, but
yeah, D Walker, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Like those two guys could put a match on, I bet. You put those two on a PLE and they would put a match on. It was did you guys hear Joe Tessitore and say that we're extending SmackDown out to be able to make this extra match tonight? Was that actually true? I never calculated if it went.
No, it ended at 11.
I swore that he made that statement.
No, it ended at 11.
It could have just been him just saying stuff that,
which I'm fine with. That's what one of the things I hate about freaking AEW is the overrun. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, because they never end on time, right?
The masked man is actually one of Seth Rollins' Black and Brave students, Don Furio. It's one of the kids he's training.
Oh, that's what the Google machine told you?
Well, that's what old X is saying.
All right. Well, yeah, none of us knew who he was, so maybe that'll lead to Seth, which we kind of all think. But man, I mean, they got to pay this off. Got to pay this off, man. I just feel like it's going to be something so stupid. They'll probably play it out as Bad Bunny as a masked man. Now, if it was Bad Bunny, that would definitely cause the ESPN ratings to spike on that first hour, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, but I will say, I feel like that's something they would announce. I don't think they would just, hey, Bad Bunny happens to be here. Like, no. They would make a big deal about this.
Yeah, they would make that an opening match, Bunny versus Logan, and put that as the very first one, so you get the worldwide attention.
Happens tomorrow night at the Chamber, because they said they've been in talks. Bunny is very interested. Take it for
man. It's just with his schedule though. I just I don't know. But all right, so. Anything else you guys want to touch on this match? Like I said, Logan gets the pinfall with Drew interfering. Anything else you want to touch on?
You can imagine what kind of spots between Logan and Javon.
So that was one thing I was pretty excited about. So let's go ahead and so that was the whole SmackDown show. Pretty good for a go home show. I thought.
Side note: Bad Bunny has a 2-week window, actually a month and a half window in between. His last concert is in Switzerland on April 5th, and he doesn't have anything until May 22nd.
Has he got anything going on this weekend?
Oh, well, it might not happen this weekend, but Mania, that could be something. That could be something. I saw the tickets were like 12,000 down or something like that over last year at this time. So they got it, but again, they only really announced. Well, I guess technically we have Liv and Stephanie, even though it technically wasn't announced. And then we have our Roman and Punk, but really that's it as far as Mania goes. So they still got time to kind of get everybody excited and get those ticket sales. However, it's in Vegas again this year. I feel like you're only going to get the local people at this point, because if you were planning to fly out there, you already have your flight and everything booked. So now they're going to have to really promote to the local people. So we have a question. We have a question here. Slide Away. Welcome in, Slide Away. First time here, I see. He said, why are they making Drew look like an idiot trying to piss everybody off? I don't know if they necessarily have Drew looking like an idiot. I think he's just more of an instigator, and he's more of a
he's trying to
truth teller. Yeah, he's trying to manipulate the situation to make sure he always holds the belt, is how I kind of feel where that's going. Go ahead, David.
Yeah, manipulate who his opponent's going to be.
Yeah.
Going back to the Vegas thing, D. Walker says, you're right there. You hear anything different on promotions? That's what I'm curious of.
Yeah, the last thing I heard with the Vegas is they have the blackout for all the bars and stuff, so they can't show it.
Like you said, they're doing that in Chicago tomorrow.
Yeah, I just feel like that's bad business. Like, it's just bad business, really hurting your fans. Like, for the ones that might not be able to afford it, but still want to go and like be amongst other wrestling fans, and because it's a whole. I've never been to WrestleMania, but from what I hear, it's like a Super Bowl celebration kind of thing. So it's like you have plenty of people that go there that don't necessarily go to the show, and they're basically being boxed out, which kind of sucks. Like,
I mean, we could have a whole show on some of TKO's decisions. I still think it starts last year. They had Rock come out. I still think to a badass remix of Lil Wayne. I mean, Hot and Heat. I mean, was it Block is Hot? Sorry.
Oh,
Little Wayne. SmackDown the nights that WrestleMania was coming back to New Orleans.
Yeah,
and then they just pulled it from them and given them Money in the Bank this year. That's going to be later than normal.
Didn't they also give them a Rumble next year, or the year after, or something like that? They swapped them like a 2-for-1 type of thing, and probably
something.
Yeah, they screwed New Orleans on that one.
Yeah, and man, I feel like people would be more excited. I don't know if you guys ever been to New Orleans, but like New Orleans is really awesome because it's like everything is super close. You can kind of walk to like everything. Like it's you have your French Quarters, you have Bourbon Street, like it's all right there. Like it's all super close. Uh, we have Slide Away says they're gonna make a 4-way match: Drew, Fatu, Cody, Orton. Yeah, we've been talking about that, man. We have been talking about that. We think alike. We think alike, my man.
He's
So
throwing Orton in there. He's throwing Orton in there, and we've been thinking Sammy.
Nah, I would say Orton.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think the 4-way is going to be good, though. I'm pretty sure they're going to lean towards that for sure.
Here's the $1 million question: are we getting the Cody heel turn?
Ooh, like when at Mania?
Leading up
To Mania.
like I said, they're not gonna top Chamber from last year. We know that.
Slide away says Cody isn't turning heel. I think he will turn heel eventually. I think we're getting there. I don't know.
Quicker than people think.
Yeah, I don't.
He was a nasty ass heel.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Like when he left and he was on Independence, like in Ring of Honor and all that.
D. Walker thinks it's going to happen tomorrow.
Go look on YouTube. look up Cody when he was a heel on YouTube and stuff like that. Some of his promos, Jesus Christ. You thought his Raheem comment was something?
Sladaway says they can have it where Orton is the one who took out Fatu and Jay. I guess he's talking about the Jay earlier in the night. Maybe that would be like an Orton heel turn then. You know what I mean? Like that would probably put some heat on Orton. I don't know if they would go down that route, though.
I don't think that would benefit him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if they would.
I would not be surprised on a Sammy one just because they got to do something different with him.
Well, yeah, and they kind of have him in this weird mental space right now, too. So, yeah, let's do a little Elimination Chamber before we get up out of here tonight, guys. We've been talking about it. Field changed slightly tonight, but our men's, we have Cody, Randy, LA Knight, Trick, Javon, Logan, Paul. My personal odds-on favorite is Cody Rhodes. However, my dark horse would be Trick Williams. So give me what you think is going to happen and who your dark horse is. Jared, I'll start with you.
Matt is sweating Trick's nuts.
Hey, man. I just so I had to say, I'll say this. Wait, I'll say this. If you're asking me who I'm rooting for, that's actually a good third one. Who you're rooting for? I'm actually rooting for Javon. I'm actually rooting for Javon, but I can see the Trick thing happening, and that's why I think he's a dark horse. So, Jared, give me your favorite dark horse and who you're rooting for.
That's fair. Love you, buddy, by the way. I just had to do that.
No, I love Trick. I do love Trick Williams. I'm not going to lie. I love Trick Williams, but yeah.
My odds are Cody. Who I would like to see is Randy. And actually, I'm kind of back and forth because I would like to see Randy, but I'd also like to see LA Knight finally get the nod and do that. I don't think it'll be LA. God, it's going to piss me off if they do LA versus Brock. But okay, here's another thing that I'm going to throw at you guys. The rumor is Brock's taking somebody out to be able to get into the chamber.
It would be LA if anybody.
To watch out for as well. If I had somebody that a dark horse, I've got to do it too, Trick.
Real quick before you go, David, we got a little thing here from Slideaway. He says the Masked Man breaks into the cage to take out Logan, and with Orton, Cody, and Fatu left in the match, they fight outside the chamber, and it ends in a no contest. Boy, that would piss me off. God, I would hate that. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, Slideaway, but God, I would hate that. David, what are you thinking? Your favorite dark horse and who you're rooting for? And guys, feel free to put that in the chat too. Your favorite dark horse and who you're rooting for.
Like I said, I think the favorite is, hate to say it, Cody. Just looking that way. Mm-hmm. Dark horse. I'm with you, Eric. I won't see Orton.
Is he waiting for the dark horse?
And I wouldn't mind. I'd like to see Javon win it. Just to see something different.
Because you're rooting for? Yeah.
I mean, Javon or Trick, that would definitely, I think, spike a lot of interest.
Yeah, Javon especially. As much as I like Trick, the moves that Javon does is just out of this world. Like, it's just crazy.
But yeah, I'm kind of like with Slide Away. I don't see him breaking into the cage. Just when somebody gets eliminated, he sneaks in. He's taking out somebody. He's taking out Logan.
I'm more so just
how is Drew getting involved?
You see what?
I said,
how's Drew?
Like who? How many is he taking out of this one?
Mm-hmm.
And how does he get involved too? Would be a curious thing too with that. So I'm excited to see what happens with that. I'm excited to see what happens. Any other thoughts on the men's chamber?
I'm excited to see Javon's moves. What the hell he pulls out of his ass and freaking
him and
especially with Logan in there now too.
Yes, good call.
Pretty cool.
Ricochet, but Javon is 10 times better.
There is a viral moment gonna come out of there.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, they're gonna set it up too, right? With Logan being such a star.
There's got to be a cutter coming off a pod.
Oh yeah. Slideaway says he thinks Trick is the most over guy in the match. You're probably not. You're probably not wrong right now, as far as
they're talking internally about turning him because of it.
I mean, he's already getting the babyface reaction. So I mean,
and like you said today, he's freaking lemon pepper steppers in Bruno's new song.
Yep, and he actually talked about that too, which is hilarious. Yeah, shout to Heavy. Heavy was the first one to catch that. He's like, yo, Bruno Mars has lemon pepper steppers in his song. Hilarious. So our women's elimination chamber field, we got Tiffany, Rhea, Alexa, Asuka, Kiana James, and Raquel Rodriguez. All right, so my favorite to win it, and again, I'm looking at this more from a TKO business perspective because that seems to be where we're kind of leading with things. I see Rhea as the favorite. My dark horse, I see Raquel, and who I'm rooting for is probably Rhea. Jared?
Who I see winning this is Tiffany. Reset up that matchup with Tiffany
Jade.
and Jade, which we never got because of Tiffany's injury. Who I would like to see. I love me some Rhea. And dark horse Raquel.
Yeah, I can see that. David, what are you thinking?
I'm sticking with my guns. Alexa is the favorite.
That's your favorite? Okay. Dark horse?
Dark horse, Raquel. And then I say Rhea.
Rhea's who you're rooting for? Yeah.
But the reason I'm sticking with Alexa, because that's going to help with Charlotte's little meltdown. I mean, she had, 3 pints of Ben & Jerry's back there?
Yeah, she was loving her ice cream. I mean,
it was the low-calorie version.
Yeah, none of those wrestlers even know what ice cream even tastes like. They have no idea what it tastes like. Oh man, it's too funny. So we got Elimination Chamber tomorrow, fellas. Definitely looking forward to it.
Oh, you're missing one.
What am I missing one?
There's 2 more matches.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, we should talk about those too. Yeah, so we have CM Punk and Finn Balor going against each other. So this is the reason why I didn't necessarily think about it. I'm not thinking too much about these matches, to be honest with you. Like, CM Punk's gonna win, yes, and I don't really see AJ beating Becky either. So I kind of feel like
I forgot about the AJ and Becky match. I was like, who else?
That's the other match. What are you thinking, Jared?
Interesting thing is, like, I pulled it up on ChatGPT, just the card lineup for tomorrow. ChatGPT is calling it an Intercontinental title match, but the last I knew it wasn't. It was if AJ beats her, she gets the title match at Mania. That's what I thought.
That's what I think too. That's what I thought too.
I thought it was a title match.
He might be right because Slideaway also says AJ wins but loses it back at Mania, back to Becky at Mania.
Maybe it changed.
No, WWE Oh no, wait a minute.
I don't think you're wrong, Jared, because I kind of remember we were kind of questioning it.
On WWE.com, women's Intercontinental title match.
Okay, so it is a title match. Okay.
Somehow, okay.
So yeah, so both belts are up for the guys and the girls, AJ, Becky, Punk, and Finn. Are we expecting any surprises? What are you guys thinking? I think if there's any surprise, I think it's interference for a no contest.
Finn and AJ are going to put Finn and Punk are going to put on a hell of a match.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
the last one was great.
I would almost go to say they're going to steal the show. Yes, I'm going to slide away. Dom
cost Finn the match,
setting up that implosion.
By the way, I think he just outdid me because I was thinking Roman appears at some time, but yeah, Dom coming out.
Ooh,
oh yeah,
that ain't bad because Roman wants to protect that headliner.
That's true too.
That's what he said.
Go back like if Finn gets close and Roman kind of comes out and pulls, yeah, I can see it. That could be kind of cool. I could see that.
Yeah, and I mean, think of that too. You got it in Chicago. Roman comes out and screws Punk or something like that, or does something to Punk in Chicago as hometown. You know, you get even more of a
more heat. No, for sure.
But I do like the
Roman's not getting heat.
What would you say, David?
I said Roman's not getting heat. I mean, it will be interesting, just like you said in Chicago, but Roman's gonna want to protect that match.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't really see any surprises with these matches. I'm just really looking forward to the Elimination Chamber matches for the women's and the guys. What's that?
I can't believe it's only 4 matches. That's just crazy.
Yeah, it's just 4. So it'll probably be like
Chambers will take an hour each.
Yeah, you got your entrances, and they always do the little catch up for the casuals as well. So they'll do all that stuff. Yeah. So but I'm looking forward to it. So we got anything else you guys want to touch on before we have the chamber tomorrow?
Just appreciate all you guys chiming in the comments. It's appreciated, and we love seeing more.
Final crate prediction.
Oh,
final crate prediction. So I'm still sticking. Yeah, that
for the women's. Remember who put it? Somebody put it up there. It could be an extra one for the women's, and that's what Bianca's little whatever. But I was like, do they really want to play that injury?
I don't think it's a person. I just
I'm talking about the chamber.
It's Brock in a pod.
Yeah, I think it's a pod. I don't think it's a person though. I think the pod will lead to the person, but I don't think they're going to be like, it's.
That would be pretty legit. Of the lights going around and around the chamber and everything, like it picks, and all of a sudden, camera pans.
It goes over on the side into the crate.
The crate just falls apart. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be dope.
What the Danhausen thing? He did put some interesting tweets out today, but he is still showing on AEW's roster.
And as we know, David always checks the rosters. That's the best way. It is the best way. It's the best way to kind of tell.
But tomorrow's going to be the telltale, because he actually put a tweet taking bookings.
Well, it's past midnight, David. Did you refresh?
Let's look, baby.
Or maybe they're on West Coast time, so maybe Jared will have to do it in a little bit here. I'll have to refresh the page.
You're in Jacksonville.
But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. What are you thinking, Jared? What do you think of the crate?
Honestly, I really like that prediction.
Jericho's still on it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's not on? Danhausen's not on?
No longer on.
There we go.
So it could be.
Yep, and he could go by another name. I mean, they changed Hobbs to Royce Keys. So, so maybe my prediction's getting even closer to being right. Okay.
Jay is back.
Yeah.
I don't know when the hell that's going to happen. Wow. Interesting. Yep. Yeah, there you go. I saved you from waking up at 6 a.m. to look.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna slide away. That would be disappointing.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, yeah.
How many people did you know who he was before?
I don't know who he is. Don't know who he is. So if that's a surprise, yeah, I think your average WWE fan like myself would be okay. I don't know who
get
that
me
is.
wrong. He would have some fun ass matches with like Iguana and stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Slideaway says
Yeah.
he's from Chicago.
Who?
Is he?
Danhausen.
Mm.
If he's from Chicago, that makes even more sense now. So we might have discovered something here, guys. We might have discovered something here. Yeah, if he's from Chicago, that makes even more sense. We got David on the Twitter machine there, looking it up.
No, Detroit.
Oh, he's from Detroit. Okay, no worries.
According to Google, at least.
According to Google. So no worries. But all right, guys. Well, pretty good show. Anything else you guys want to talk about here? No, all good. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for the chamber. So we'll be looking forward to it. We're still trying to figure out. We're gonna try to be live after the chamber if we can get a couple guys together. Again, we are DJs, so we work on the weekends. It just happened that all three of us were off here on this Friday night that we were able to do this right away. Yeah. So we're gonna try to get some guys together or record it. But regardless, make sure you're following us on YouTube, Twitch, and all that kind of good stuff. All the shows are up on YouTube and Spotify as well, so you can watch, listen, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff, so you don't have to miss any shows regardless of when we go live. But definitely look forward to a post tomorrow. I'll try to get a time nailed down for everybody, and hope to see you guys back in the chat. Thank you, Slideaway, D. Walker, for joining us. Appreciate you. Thank you to David and Jared. Always a good time kicking it with you guys and talking some wrestling. I love it, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow at some point, I'm sure, or Sunday at some point. We'll definitely be talking the chamber. Looking forward to it. Until then, after the bell, signing off. Thank you, guys.
Take care, y'all.